We just got an incredible announcement for Amazon Luna. Apparently, Fortnite is now on the service, so we're gonna have a look. Wow, this is true. Yeah, Fortnite is now on Luna with Prime or Luna subscription. Wow, this is huge. This is going to attract so many new players to Luna as well. Wow. So let's give it a try. This means pretty much everything for Amazon Luna's success, because Fortnite is just the biggest shooter, I think. Probably the biggest shooter, at least on console it is. Account linking required. Okay, so I'm going to need to link my Epic Games account. Prime subscription. Yeah, I do have a Prime subscription, so I should be able to access this. So I'm gonna log in with my Epic Games account. I'm going to click on play now. Okay. So it's going to be in 1080p because Amazon Luna doesn't have 4K yet. But let's see how the quality is anyway. Play the game. Start broadcast. Okay. This is so huge. This is also going to make Fortnite gain a lot of players as well, because not everyone has the hardware to run Fortnite, remember? Especially on PCs, like laptops and low-powered laptops especially. Being able to run this game on anything is huge. Already though, I can see some low frame rate problems here. Like the frame rate does not look very good. It looks like it's running at 30 FPS. And you see how long it takes to load these skins. I hope that's not an indication of how well it runs in general. This is all set to 120, no VSync, no frame limit, 120 frame limit. 3D resolution, we don't really want that to be so low. That's terrible. I just hope that's not set to that level because the Amazon Luna cannot handle it. 18,000 for playing UEFN Islands. 18,000. How much do I need for? I think one level is 10,000, right? So anyway, we're gonna try to load into a game. Battle Royale. I usually play Battle Royale 0 build. I don't like the building aspect of Fortnite. So I just want to see how well it runs in general. Right now you can see it looks very ugly. It's running at 50% resolution scale, which is really bad. But even then, even if you had to play the game like this, it's better than nothing, right? Not every device can handle Fortnite, especially mobile devices and smart TVs as well. Amazon Luna's it's playable on a Fire Stick as well. Actually, you don't need a smart TV. You can use a Fire Stick with any kind of TV. So that's pretty huge. And also the Fire Stick 4K Max is actually on sale right now for like £39. I was actually pretty tempted to get it just for the faster loading and 4K support, and it also supports AV1 decoding rather, and you can play Fortnite through the Amazon Fire Stick. And obviously it's going to be a better experience if you get the controller, if you're used to playing with the controller. But I personally can't play with the controller. I can only use the mouse and keyboard. I find controller really uncomfortable. But you see here, this performance is terrible. if this is how Amazon Luna runs Fortnite, it's really disappointing, because this is so substandard compared to how other cloud gaming services run Fortnite. For example, you can check my video on Boosteroid, you can check my video on GeForce Now. Both of those services run the game a lot better than Amazon Luna is showing here. And I've also played Fortnite on even on my Nintendo Switch. I played it and it ran better. So I don't know, something's wrong here. It's not maybe using. Maybe Amazon Luna has some kind of problem with the server. Like maybe they wanted to test how many people actually want to play Fortnite before they actually give everyone access to the high performance servers. Because right now this performance is terrible. I can only imagine they're doing this as a test, or alternatively, maybe Fortnite has just overloaded their servers and that's why we're seeing such terrible performance. But I really, I'm disappointed to see how bad it's running, but I'm happy to see the game is on the service at least, so we can hopefully expect improvements to Luna to get this game running a bit better. But you see, even on 50% resolution, it's running terribly. But one thing we are going to try is, what if we actually turn this TSR off? I don't know what this is. Temporal super resolution. That's not really something you want to have when the performance is so bad, right? So let's try turning that off, and let's also put the frame rate counter on. So this will show us the performance. Wow, that's huge actually. Yeah, that made a huge difference. And you can see it's locked to 60 FPS, even though I have it at 120 FPS cap. So I don't know, something on Luna's side is causing it to be capped to 60 FPS. But you can see, I can tell here there's not much input latency actually. It's not terrible at all. It doesn't feel like VSync is on, so I don't think it's that. But this is way better. I don't know why it had the default set to TSR enabled. The first thing you want to do is disable that, because that will also put your render resolution to 100%. This is huge. This means Fortnite is going to grow, because we saw already how quickly. Not Fortnite. I meant to say Amazon Luna. Amazon Luna is going to grow so quickly now, because we saw how quickly Microsoft's Xbox Cloud Gaming, or xCloud, we saw how quickly that really grew as soon as it added Fortnite for free. Because before that you couldn't play Fortnite, and according to the CMA's numbers, Xbox Cloud Gaming actually grew really rapidly in 2022 when they added Fortnite, if we look at the market share. So Amazon Luna is going to be expected to grow a lot just from having Fortnite. Can you imagine if Google Stadia had Fortnite as well? That would have really helped the service. Because people are saying, because a large part of why Stadia died is because of the lack of games. But not just any games, but the lack of popular multiplayer shooter games, especially. Like Apex Legends wasn't on the service, and other competitive titles also weren't on the service, like League of Legends. But Fortnite is probably one of the biggest ones, because a lot of what's making cloud gaming popular is the children, or the young audience that plays on cloud gaming, because they don't have access to really expensive high-end rigs, right, at this stage. So having access to cloud gaming actually really helps them out, and that's why you get quite a lot of young audience playing on cloud gaming services like Xbox Cloud Gaming. I think what Amazon Luna needs to do is to expand into the mobile territory like Xbox did, because that's going to be really helpful towards making the service even better, is if they expand into mobile, and they need to add touch support. That's also going to make the thing a lot better. But I just don't see how they're going to compete with Xbox when Xbox is doing Fortnite for free. unless they make some kind of deal with Epic Games. But right now, you need to have Amazon Prime subscription or you need to have a Luna subscription. Luna's subscription is something like £10 per month. But honestly, this is so huge. This is the absolute priority of Amazon Luna, is to add these games, popular games like Fortnite, in order to really grow. And people are going to be amazed how quickly cloud gaming is going to take over. I think people don't really understand how cloud gaming is going to rapidly it's going to take over the industry and change how everyone plays games. I don't think it will fully take over from local gaming for quite some time, because you do still have the latency issue. I think that's being resolved with NVIDIA Reflex and 240Hz support from GeForce Now's side. But overall, cloud gaming is just continuing to improve. And one of the biggest obstacles right now isn't the technical limitations, it's the games. It's just the games. There's not enough games on these services. And that's also partly because of just the publishers being backwards in how they approach cloud gaming and how they think about cloud gaming. They don't understand that even though there are technical limitations, they can be overcome, and they have been overcome with some of the cloud gaming service providers. Like GeForce Now is leagues ahead of its competition. Like, this streaming quality isn't that amazing really, but it's still good enough to have a good experience. But with GeForce Now, it looks absolutely pin sharp and no bitrate problems at all. If I had to make a guess what the bitrate this game was running at, I would say about 20 megabits per second, maybe a bit less, like 18 or 15, something like that. This doesn't look quite as good as Boostroid, in my opinion, and it doesn't look as good as GeForce Now either. So I don't know. They're going to need to make some improvements on the Amazon Luna side, like increase the bitrate a little bit. But overall, you can see it's running very smoothly, even with the VSync off. There's no real issues here. So overall, I'm very impressed. Let me know what you think. Do you think Amazon Luna will ever have a chance to compete against GeForce Now and against Boostroid? Because as it's doing right now, I don't see it. But with Fortnite on its side, and if they really increase the marketing of Amazon Luna, because they need to really increase the marketing. Right now, if you go into Amazon's website, you don't even have any way to access Amazon Luna unless you make a lot of clicks. Like, it's not on the front page anywhere. You have to really search for it. You have to really go looking for Amazon Luna. I don't even remember how you get to Amazon Luna personally, because it's not on any of the navigation pages. But they do have it advertised on Twitch, which is pretty cool. But that's only if you have a Prime subscription. It will tell you that you can access Amazon Luna games. But they need to do a better job of advertising this, because right now it's too hidden from the consumer. And especially now they have Fortnite, I think they are going to increase their advertising efforts. Because now is a good time. You have to get the first impression right when it comes to these cloud gaming services. So I think that's why they didn't advertise Luna as much. They didn't want users to have this impression that Amazon Luna doesn't have any games. So now that it's getting these games like Fortnite, I wonder which other games we could see. Could we ever see Overwatch? Could we ever see Apex Legends? Could we ever see League of Legends? Could we ever see just any number of titles? The X Defiant. That looks like a pretty good title to have, especially since they already have a good connection with Ubisoft. So who knows what we'll see. But with the Microsoft deal not going through, with the Activision Blizzard deal being blocked, this means that GeForce Now is not going to get the Activision Blizzard titles, which is a shame. But it also could mean that we see these games come to Amazon Luna. Like Activision Blizzard could eventually put their games on Amazon Luna. But I think it's going to be a long time, a really long time, before that happens. I just don't understand why Activision Blizzard is so against cloud gaming when it allows, it has so many advantages. Like you don't need to have an expensive gaming PC or an expensive gaming console, and it allows the game to increase its target audience will grow, and that means more microtransactions are being made and more players are spending in the game. That also means the game stays alive for longer, since you have more players to choose, and more players to pick from means potentially better matchmaking. And overall, Activision Blizzard just doesn't understand the cloud gaming market at all and the technology, and they don't understand that it's moved forward, it's progressed very rapidly. And yeah, cloud gaming will probably become the mainstream way we play games in 2030. By 2030, I think a lot of these technical issues will have been overcome and internet will be better by then. But you see here, Amazon Luna really needed Fortnite because it wasn't doing well. Like, it had a very low market share. Even according to the CMA's report in their provisional findings and also in their final report about the Microsoft acquisition, where they had to look at these market shares, Amazon Luna was at the bottom. But that was also because Amazon Luna was only in the US at the time, and since then it's expanded to the UK. So we can see Amazon Luna is really trying to expand. And one of the best features of Amazon Luna is the fact that you can stream directly to Twitch. You don't need any kind of external recording software like OBS. This goes directly to Twitch. It's a bit of a convoluted process to get the broadcast running. It's not quite as streamlined as Stadia or as Boosteroid's built-in direct to YouTube broadcast feature was. Both of them were quite a bit better than the way Amazon Luna does it, because you have to open another tab in Amazon Luna. Then you need to go to luna.com/broadcast, something like that, and you need to start your broadcast. Still, it's pretty cool, and it means you'll get more attention to Amazon Luna inside of Twitch, which has a lot of gamers watching Fortnite. Fortnite is pretty popular on Twitch, so you could see Amazon Luna being advertised quite heavily on Twitch from now. I wouldn't be surprised to see them do something. I actually didn't really think Amazon Luna would stand any chance. A lot of people did actually think Amazon Luna will die at the end of this year, just because how poorly it seemed to be doing. But then nobody expected them to expand to the UK. Like, people were thinking they would just close down. But this is huge. This means that Amazon Luna isn't finished. It's not on the path to dying, just like Stadia was. At least not anytime soon. Not if they're making all of these moves to increase the availability of Luna. But I don't want to speak too soon because I don't know. Even with Stadia, the service was improving and it was growing, and they were adding features, and even then, even with all of that, it's still shut down. But that's also largely just the way Google does things, is they shut down services that they don't get profit from, and it was costing them a lot of money as well. And Amazon has the #1 cloud infrastructure as well, so that's also means they can afford to do this like this, and they also get money from it because Amazon Prime subscriptions. I got an Amazon Prime subscription for free because it's a trial. It's like a 6-month trial. I don't really understand why they offered me this trial, but yeah, you get 6 months. So this is good for the future of Amazon Luna. And yeah, I can't see Amazon Luna dying anytime this year. Definitely, I think it has at least a few more years. And if they can manage to get the games, if they can manage to get publishers to agree to put their games onto Luna, they're going to start doing really well. That's for sure. What I can try here is putting the graphics settings all the way to the very lowest. See if that does anything. Sometimes the game does look better when you turn all the settings to the very lowest, because you're cloud streaming, so there's less small details which get lost with artifacting and compression. So the game can sometimes look better when you turn these details down, which seems kind of counterintuitive, but you see it's a bit more simpler looking now. There's no grass, so it's not having to encode that grass element into the stream, and it does look a bit more cleaner now. Overall, the hardware that Amazon Luna is using is probably not as strong as Boostroids or GeForce Now, or even Shadow. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you check out Amazon Luna. Fortnite is now available, and have fun, and don't write off cloud gaming, because it's a very rapidly growing industry. Thanks for watching. I'd say it was reasonable. There were a few issues at the start. Input latency was fine.